Yep.
Look up rocket hits the dome.
What dome?
The dome we all live in. The snow globe.
Like-
The Truman Show.
Seriously.
Seriously, you would probably
No,
get a kick out of the
this
video.
The ancient Egyptians.
There's like seriously.
No, tell me,
there's
what
multiple
the ancient
videos,
Egyptians?
which obviously could be nothing.
The ancient
but-
Egyptians, their picture of the world was basically like a map, and there was a dome. The gods lived above the dome
That's what I'm
and
talking
moved
about.
across the top of the dome.
Okay,
Yes.
and
So there was
many,
an edge
many,
of the world.
many ancient people also.
They also believe the Earth
Said
is flat.
this.
I think that's retarded. personally.
bet
I
you do.
find it very interesting.
If
even
I
if
go to
it's
the Philippines,
untrue.
I'm not gonna fall off the edge.
You're
Well,
right,
no.
because that's on the flat Earth.
Okay, the edge of the Earth, though, in the flat Earth theory, is that Antarctica is actually an ice wall around the perimeter.
Have
so
you read
would
20,000
never,
Leagues Under the Sea?
you would never
No.
fall off the edge because
The
there's
Arctic
an ice
ring that
perimeter.
no one's ever
And then there's
penetrated.
also other Earths outside of our Earth,
What about-
outside of the ice wall, that are over the ice wall, and then there's other Earths like that.
So there's
Or
land we've
not
never
Earths,
discovered.
but lands and.
Land we're not allowed to discover.
But you can't fly over.
What about
you
those
can't
people
fly
that went to
over
the South
Antarctica. You can't fly over.
The
Why
South
can't you
Pole
fly
is
over
only
Antarctica?
allowed by. You
It's
have to be the
literally
top of
you have to get
some government
permission.
official. You need to
You
be
have to
allowed.
get permission from like there's like however many nations or whatever. Like the UN flag is like the flat Earth map. Literally.
Have you seen the map of what the flat Earth supposedly
The
is?
UN
No.
flag
It makes perfect
is
sense.
the flat Earth
Because
map.
you can't fall off of it. We are encased in an object.
Encased in ice. Like
And
who
even a
knows
lot
how
of the
much ice.
mathematical equations for navigation make sense on a globular or flat. So it's like, it's kind of like a sweet spot that they manipulated to make you think we're floating around in the middle of nothing. Even though I don't necessarily believe in flat Earth, but I am leaning towards it quite heavily.
I'm very interested in it because I thought it was idiotic for a long time.
Yeah.
And
I
then I
love
looked at
idiotic
it-
things that blow my mind.
I love.
I absolutely love the underdog. That makes more sense
Yeah.
than the mass agenda, you know?
Well,
It doesn't even matter. What's
I'm gonna
true.
find out if someone's flown across the Earth vertically. If someone flew over the North Pole and the South Pole. I'm gonna find
you
out.
have to
can't-
get
everything
permission
documented
from-
would be manipulated in some
Yeah,
way.
even if you
What
found
about
a
Amelia
document of
Earhart?
it, what would make that
Amelia
true?
Earhart didn't
First of all, she
do
died.
anything but die.
She
She
died. Well,
died,
she
and-
almost made. She went like around the
She
world.
died because she's a woman pilot.
A woman.
A man.
She didn't.
Lindbergh.
She wasn't even gonna.
Or whatever. he
Wait,
would've made that
Lindbergh, the
flight.
Lindbergh baby.
Yeah,
Is
the
that
only
what you're
person
talking
not
about?
living that
someone
long
has
was the baby.
flown
Wait,
around
was-
the
Apparently
Earth
was
successfully.
returned to the family.
No, I was just gonna ask Harry what he
He doesn't know
remembered
how
of
that
it.
is. What
Do
happened
you
to
know-
Charles Lindbergh's baby?
I don't know about the Lindbergh baby.
It was
incident.
kidnapped, and what happened after that? Does that ring a bell?
I don't know anything about the Lindbergh story. No.
Okay, well,
Okay.
here's it. Up to 10 years ago, it was the greatest mystery of all time because the baby disappeared forever. And now the baby came home and they lived happily ever
No,
after.
the baby did not come home. The baby
Oh.
was found dead now.
Oh, it was a mystery.
But everyone, everyone remembers it as the baby was never found.
Yeah.
But now the
Some Puerto
baby
Rican
was
guy.
found dead. Like 10 days or 14 days after.
Which is not true. Not what I
Not
was taught.
true at all.
I was taught poor Charles
This is all
Lindbergh,
Mandela effect bullshit.
the world's hero, had his baby stolen.
And they
And also,
never
Family
knew what
Guy made a
happened.
reference that he flushed the baby down the toilet.
That's funny.
So obviously they never found the goddamn baby.
Well,
Because-
Family Guy doesn't know shit. Like,
There's-
Family Guy knows
No,
more than
Family
you
Guy
think.
They're
knows
trolling.
everything.
Seth MacFarlane
dude.
is a reptilian overlord, and
Literally,
he's
yes.
way too talented, way too powerful.
Yes.
He's an amazing singer. Sounds
And
exactly
he
like Frank
puts
Sinatra at
everything
times.
in the.
Yeah.
He puts everything in Family Guy.
I think he's Frank. I think he was Frank Sinatra.
I don't think so.
He's,
You don't. No, you don't.
No,
think
they
so.
have a Frank Sinatra Jr. in there, so.
He's allowed to have a kid die and come back as someone else.
read this first sentence really quick. Not to go off topic. It's just funny. Just the first
That's an
sentence.
interesting thought. I'm 100% positive that someone has flown around the Earth horizontally, all the way around.
That's the only way they've ever done it.
Yeah, but there's also.
How do you fly around the Earth vertically?
You go from
into
let's
space.
say anywhere on any
Around
point
whole
on the
universe
Earth
and back?
and fly along the prime meridian.
Oh, you meant like that. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
He
You
means
mean
this way.
you mean
not
equator
or in this
versus
way.
Yeah.
Latitude versus longitude.
Or you fly along the international date line, so you go from North Pole to South Pole, basically. Yeah. From
But
any
That
position.
can all
it
be
doesn't
achieved
matter.
on a flat Earth through navigation and the pilots
How
are
so?
lying.
If you can, I know for 100% that you can fly around the Earth horizontally, and if you can fly around the Earth vertically, then the Earth is round.
Yeah, but you're not
it is
flying
spherical,
around how you
specifically
think
spherical.
you're going like this,
Most
and you
pilots
think you're
follow a
going like
computer
this.
guide.
When you fly
navigation
around the Earth
system.
Yeah,
horizontally,
then you don't.
They literally follow what the
They
computer
just-
says. They don't free fly anymore. Pilots don't free fly.
pilots can free fly. But
They
what
still
the idea
go by what
is,
They
they've been
still
taught and what
use
they're
their
used to. They use
tools.
air roads. It's illegal. It's illegal.
it's not illegal
Yes,
to
it
fly
is. Otherwise, they
manually.
wouldn't exist.
What is an air show then?
Air road.
Air shows.
Those
With
are
planes.
over controlled small land
It's
masses.
all-
But the planes are
controlled.
controlled manually.
Yeah, but
so
they're
you
not
can
going,
control
they're
a
not
plane
going
manually.
intercontinental.
Well,
I can fly over
basically-
Ohio for 40 hours straight. I'll still be over Ohio. It's still flat or it's curved. Who cares?
Well, basically, if
I'm from Ohio.
in a flat Earth theory, based on like the UN map that you're talking about, if the world was flat, you would go if you were traveling horizontally
No,
around the
you would
Earth.
go like
You would
this.
go in a circle.
You would go like this, and you would think you're going like this.
Exactly.
You realize
Now, but that's if you're going horizontal.
How is that impossible to you?
Hold on. If you're going horizontal
Hold on.
in a flat Earth theory,
Is it
you would be
secret
going in a
or
circle.
You can't tell me.
You would be going in a circle if you were traveling horizontally on a flat Earth,
Yeah.
right?
You mean you'd be turning? the whole
Let's say
time.
you were traveling across the
But when have you ever
equator.
heard someone fly around Antarctica? That's the only time you'd be going full circle the whole time.
What do you mean?
Versus
I'm not
a-
talking about that.
But you're saying going around the Earth if it's
Horizontally
flat, it's a
along
dome.
the equator.
No, you
No, I'm not
go-
talking about a
the
dome.
way the
Oh,
map
okay,
is
okay,
laid
I
out.
see
You
what you're
would
saying.
go. You would
You
think
would-
you're flying around the globe.
From a
but
bird's
you
eye
would be
view of the
going
Earth,
Yeah, yeah.
if the Earth was flat and you were traveling along the equator,
Yeah.
you would go in a circle, right?
I think that's how it would be laid out.
Show me a picture of flat Earth, and it would be like you said, like the
Yeah.
UN map, where it's
It
got
would
all
be-
the countries centered around the North Pole, which is a single point, right? And then the Earth is kind of like this, right?
Yeah, so halfway through it would be the
So
equator.
halfway through
Is
would be
what
right
you're
here, and if you were going along the equator, you go in a circle,
I'm
right?
sorry, but how many pilots do you know have flown strictly around the equator with one
So
of the
that
longest flights
is-
in the
At
world?
least two.
This
I know
is
for a fact.
Antarctica right there.
What years? And did they
Ooh.
stop in different countries and then pick up their navigation from that area?
No, they
Is this
no
what
one-
the
nonstop-
UN,
nonstop
is this what
around the
UN
world
map
That
looks
I
like?
That's
look it up. Look it up. There's plenty of people that have flown all the way across the world.
Yeah,
Horizontal.
And you were there with
Okay,
them and
but
discussed
no.
personally, so you believe
How do
everything
you
you're
think
told.
they
No,
flew?
I wasn't
You
there
think
with
they,
literally
them.
believe everything
You
you're
don't.
told.
You don't think
I don't
that they
believe
could
everything I'm
fly
told.
like this and think they were going
You don't
around the
strike me
globe?
as someone who
That's
believes
exactly
everything
what I'm
you're told.
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Look, if
Yeah.
you were going along the equator, you would be going in a circle on a flat
You're
Earth,
saying
right?
2 people out of the history of maybe 10 billion have done
I'm saying more than 2 people, but I'm not exactly sure what their names are, and I'm not
And
exactly
both
sure
of
when.
them did it in a complete one flight with a 400 billion gallon gas tank.
I know it's been done in one flight, though. Yeah, I know.
But how does
Longest-
that? How
well,
does
guess
that
what?
go against flat Earth?
That actually kind of helps flat Earth
How does that go against
because
flat
it
Earth
makes
at
the
all?
distance shorter.
I know that people have
How
flown
does that
around
go
the world.
against flat Earth?
It
I
doesn't
feel
go.
like you
it
just
No, I didn't
supported
say
flat
that.
Earth.
I never
Okay.
said it went against flat Earth. I'm just
Oh,
asking
so
you a
Gary
question.
believes in flat
No, I
Earth.
didn't say that either. I'm asking you a question.
I'm just provoking
I'm asking
you.
you a question.
Just ask
If
him if he's
there was a
fucking
flat
lizard.
Earth,
Are you
if there was a
lizard?
flat Earth, hold on. How do I open
Just
this again?
say you're not
I want to look at the map.
Man.
I just want to open the map. I'm trying to ask you guys a question.
Go for it.
If this was the flat Earth map,
Okay.
and someone was traveling along the equator
Mhm.
around the world, they would be going in a circle, right?
I said I knew what you were saying.
So-
I said, yeah.
If you
If
were
you
to pick
flew
a point and go around the world vertically, you would go in a straight line,
Yes.
and eventually
You would hit the ice
you would
wall.
hit the ice wall.
Yes.
What would happen when you hit the ice wall?
It's a made-up story. No one's ever done it.
No one's ever done it.
That's.
You're
like, you
not
can't
allowed
believe-
to fly over.
Do you believe
Antarctica.
9/11?